The exercises shown are for informational purposes only. Only attempt any workout under professional supervision with a qualified trainer and at your own risk. Always consult your physician before attempting any physical exercise. By watching any part of this video, you expressly agree to release and discharge the producers and trainers and waive any right and legal action for personal injury or property damage.
All right, good stuff, guys. Welcome to our 6th class. Today we're going to work on the hook, the left hook, and how to throw it different ways, how to set it up different ways, and how we can use it in conjunction with using range, positioning our body, using it for also defense, and the many different types of hooks that we use for Muay Thai. And the difference that we do that in boxing than in Thai boxing, okay? So let's start with our Y again, all right? So hand in prayer position, all right? The guy says Sawadee Cup and the female says Sawadee Cup. All right, Sawadee Cup, good, all right. So let's just spread our legs right now and just reach straight down. And just really relax, just let gravity take you down. Okay, and reach back. And reach to one side. And switch sides. Good. Let's just bend down sideways. Good, and switch legs. We can switch on our heel. And switch heels. Let's lean forward. And switch sides. All right, let's come back up. Let's rotate our hips. Good, and switch directions. Let's twist our waist. Good. Let's rotate our arms, get some good rotation. Go backwards. All right, reach over. Switch over. Good. Let's just do 50 jumping jacks. Let's get a good warm up, okay? Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. All right, good stuff. All right. So today we're working on our hook. I'm gonna work on our punches, but before we do so, okay, we want to be able to get our shoulders loose. All right. So when we're punching, we never want to have stiff shoulders. Okay, the shoulders have to be loose. Whenever we punch here, normally we want to try to rotate the shoulder into the cheek. All right? Any punch we throw, the shoulder should go into the cheek. Later as you fight and you move on, fatigue sets in, you don't get the same rotation. If you don't start with good rotation, as the fight goes on, the shoulder starts dropping, the jaw is open. So we know in fighting, there's always this interaction, all right? And when we learn techniques, you block and you hit, but in real combat, people hit at the same time, or they hit a split second apart. So there's almost no way to strike without being open. So when you do strike, you want to close yourself off as much as possible. All right? So for now here, all right, we're just going to rotate our shoulders, all right? Don't even punch. And make sure you can just casually get that shoulder into the cheek, all right? Just chin down just a little bit. Uh-huh. Good. Mm-hmm. All right. Good. You're going to rotate upwards now, all right? Bring the shoulders upward. You guys can do this at the club tonight when they open up again, okay? All right. Good. And now just bring it inward now. Inward. Mm-hmm. Good. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Okay. So let's just talk about some of the things that we've been doing in training that's really not quite right, okay? What we have to remember is that punches have different ranges and they're used in different range, all right? So obviously your most popular combination is probably 1-2 hook cross, okay? But what happens a lot of times when you're working with partners, okay, they're not holding the hook correctly, all right? So if they're holding mitts for you, they're going 1-2, they're going hook cross, all right? If you hold the hook down here, you're hooking too low and you're actually hooking my shoulder. The hook punch is designed to hit the jaw. So whenever you work with a partner, make sure when they are holding that hook, the hook is at jaw level, all right, not down here, all right? So if you ever when we go back to the gym, you're working with somebody, I know a lot of times they hold the hook way down here. It's not a good place to hold the hook. The second thing is a lot of times they hold the hook way out here, okay? And so you're punching here and you're hooking here. So let's just take a look here. When I throw here, 1-2, I can touch with my fist. I throw that hook, it never reaches, all right? So why are we throwing this hook if it never reaches? It's a bad position to be, all right? So you do want to be able to throw that hook out and make sure it makes contact, okay? So that's one thing we got to make sure what we do when we're actually training, that the hook has enough reach, all right? Let's just go through our standard hook and why we do things a certain way. So we start with our stance again, shoulder width, half step forward on the left foot, okay? Hands up to our eyebrow, all right? For now, we're not gonna punch. What we wanna do here is we wanna just rotate this foot and this knee, all right? We just try to get a rotation here, all right? So let's just turn left foot, ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice, okay? So now when we go and we rotate, we're gonna rotate our arm, drag our arm outward. When it makes a 90-degree angle, we're gonna drag that hook with us, okay? As you drag the hook with you, okay, we're gonna put the shoulder into the cheek here, okay? And for now, I want you to throw the hook palm down, okay? And I'll explain why in just a moment, okay? So let's do that together. All right, left hook. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. The second thing we want to do is we don't want to overhook, okay? So here I'm striking the target here and I hook, boom, okay? Once I pass his head, I don't need to go way too far. If I go way too far, I'm overthrowing the punch and it sets me up open for a counter, all right? So once you pass the target, you don't need to go way, you don't need to reach way out there. So we throw that hook, bang, all right? And we want to make sure we drag it past the target. And the second thing is we want to make sure we come back to position. Hook and come back to position. We don't want to hook and be like this, okay? We don't remember where our body position is. So we'll throw another 10, we drag that hook, and we're gonna throw and turn and return to position, okay? So ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, all right. So a lot of times we get asked, what's the proper way to throw a hook? Should we throw the hook palm vertical or palm sideways, okay? In the classic hook that we do at Muay Thai America, we always try to throw with the palm down. You can throw it sideways, but let's just talk about the different reasons why there are advantages and disadvantages for these types of hooks, okay? All right? The first thing here is when you throw the hook palm down, obviously it's easier to get the shoulder into the cheek here. Okay, so here, easy for me to get the shoulder into the cheek, closing me off, all right? Okay, when I hook this way, it's harder for me, when the palm's vertical, harder for me to get the shoulder into my cheek. All right, so normally you want to palm down here as we throw that hook, all right? Okay, because we're employing the shoulder muscle in itself, all right? Turning the palm down gives you that extra muscle here for the power on that hook, all right? So I'll just give you an example here. I'm standing and leaning against the door here. My hand is up, all right? And I'm pushing against the door jamb here. I really don't have that much leverage, okay? But when I turn my palm over, I feel my whole shoulder working into that, okay? And so because of that, I can get a stronger hook, all right? The third thing, the most important thing, especially for like the professional fighters, okay, is that you can change the trajectory of the hook with the palm down, okay? So here, if I throw the hook here, palm vertical, all right? And my opponent's here and he ducks down, okay? What happens is here, this hook can only basically come horizontal, okay? Now if I hook with the palm downwards, okay? For me to change the trajectory of the punch, all I need to do is lift the elbow, all right? So here, I throw the hook palm down, my opponent leans or he bends over, okay? When my palm is down, if he's leaning down, I lift the elbow. And see, I can change the trajectory of the punch a lot easier. I can change the angle and the trajectory of the punch in mid-execution too. So it gives us that opportunity too, you know, that we can go and change the angle of the punch. Whereas this way, pretty much have that straight punch, okay? A lot of times it's a hard punch to throw against a heavy bag because the width of a heavy bag is not the same as the width of the head. So when you're using techniques against a heavy bag, it's hard to get the twist here. But if you're off a line a little bit, it's easier to get the twist. So a lot of times just be aware when you're using the heavy bag, it's not the same motion because it's harder to hit because the width of the heavy bag is much wider than the head. Okay? The fourth reason is when we do use a hook this way, the hand is smaller. Okay, so this hand is actually larger, all right? So if I was defending and I shell up here, okay? I shell up, all right? The width of the horizontal hook here, all right? Right? Sometimes it gets caught here, all right? But if the fist turns in a small angle, so it can go through the pocket of my shell defense, all right? So the fact that you twist makes the hand smaller, okay? Now this is our classic hook, and this is what we want to throw first, all right? Later we'll work on the side hook, chopping hook, and different types of hooks, all right? And we'll explain those reasons for now, all right? But for now in itself, all right, let's just go in shadow box. Once you throw the hook, as you throw the hook, okay, you've already twisted your body, you turn with the cross, okay? So just on your own, guys, take your stance, work your jabs, work your 1-2, but after you throw the hook, boom, launch the cross, okay? All right, in, bop, ish, ish, good. Move around, bop, ish, ish, good. And make sure the hook is longer, that you can reach out, okay? Good, boom, bop, bop, And as you shadow box, should be visualizing your opponent, okay? See your opponent in front of you. A lot of times we see fighters or people training and they're shadow boxing, they're only staring at the floor. We don't want to stare at the floor, okay? Look up, pre-visualize, boom. See where the head is going, imagine, all right? Seeing your opponent in front of you, good. When I work with our fighters here at Muay Thai America, I always try to have them visualize, and that they know who they're fighting, have them visualize that face too. So when you enter the ring with that fighter, with that opponent, you know you've seen this fight 1,000 times in your mind. And so visualization is very, very good. Helps you visualize the distance, helps you know how far away they are. Obviously when they're closer and you're visualizing, their head becomes bigger. The further away they are, their head is smaller. So try to visualize the technique, okay? Boom, hook cross, there you go, good. Now let's continue a little bit. Now when you throw the hook, imagine them leaning down, slipping. And then you can go and change the angle of that hook, following their head, okay? So visualize that. Go ahead and shadow box, boom. They're moving their head, you throw the hook, boom, You can go, boom. Change the trajectory of the punch, okay? Good, Bop, bop, good. Bop, 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 They're moving their head, they're moving around. Boom, drag that hook down. So you can follow them. Follow their headline. Good. Good, Bop, 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 good, Again, bop, ish. Boom, bop, Good, Boom, boom, bop, Good, Visualize it. Sometimes they're not moving their head down. Boom, Now I want you to visualize them shelling up here, okay? So as you're throwing your punches, your opponent is shelling up, all right? Visualize how much pocket you see here, okay, for that left hook, all right? Can you get it with the palm sideways? Can you drill it inside that little wedge here to score on that hook? So visualize that. Ish. Ish, ish. Yeah. Good. Find rhythm and flow. Ish, ish, ish. Good. Bop, bop, bop. Hey, good. Good. Bop, hey. Ish, good. Ish, 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 good. Good. Ish, 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 good. Bop, bop, hey, good. All right, keep going, guys. Keep going. Ish, ish, good. Ish, 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 good. So you have 3 visualizations. You have the visualization of them just standing and defending your striking. You have the visualization of them going and moving their head, okay? All right? And also you have the visualization of them climbing up. All right, keep going for a minute, all right? Alright, so let's come on back, okay? So the second thing we talked about is the hook being a shorter punch, and we have to be aware of that, alright? So here when I throw the 1-2 hook cross combination, 1-2 hook, see the hook is short, okay? The cross still reaches, okay? So here, 1, 2, I throw the hook is short, alright? And the cross. So what we're gonna do here is make sure when we throw the hook, we take an extra step here. So here, 1, 2, I don't step, the hook is short. The cross reaches, okay? But now I'm gonna 1, 2, I take an extra step on the hook, all right? Then I can drive through with the cross, okay? So in our footwork here, 1, 2, sometimes you can slide this rear foot. As I jab, I step forward. As I cross, the rear foot slides up a little bit. Once my feet are underneath my shoulder, when I step for the hook, easy for me to step in and get that hook in, okay? All right? So as we're going to use the technique here. 1, 2, step again on the hook, okay? To get in closer. Again, if you don't step, you're depending on the opponent leaning forward for you to strike. This is almost wasting motion if they don't come forward, okay? In boxing, they do. They will come forward, and you don't necessarily have to step in. But in Muay Thai, usually they're not doing this movement here, okay? Because they'll get kneed in the face. So as you do, boom, step in on the hook, okay? All right? So just shadow box, guys, all right? Use your punch combinations. When you throw the combination, which is 1, 2, hook, cross, step in on the hook, okay? All right, so again, move around here, bop, bop, ooh, hey, good. Use your footwork, visualize, don't stare at the floor, okay guys, all right? Always stare at your opponent's shoulders, visualize somebody in front of you, bop, 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 bop. Visualize how they're reacting. Boom, bop, bop, good. Ish, 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 good, And you for yourself can see, is that hook reaching out to where your jab hand was, where your cross hand was? Are you stepping forward enough on that step to get in close enough, all right? Bop, 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 good. Move around again. Ish, 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 good. Hand up, good. Bop, bop, ish, ish, good. Bop, bop, ish, ish, good. Step in on that hook. All right. Make sure you get that distance right, all right? You don't step in, a lot of times you're overreaching on the hook. Overreaching on the hook doesn't give you a lot of power, okay? All right. So bop, bop, ish, ish, good. I step in on the hook again, boom. Roll that cross, Ish, ish, bop, good. Again, bop, bop, ish, ish, good. All right, one more, bop, bop, ish, ish, good, all right? So that's one way we can get in on the hook, okay? The second way we want to try is actually take a shuffle step. So here, the last one we did, we hit 1, 2, we took a step, boom, and cross, okay? All right? So now 1, 2, we're actually gonna do a small shuffle, okay? So let's practice that together, okay? All right? Your feet are just gonna kind of slide in, kind of just skip in a little bit, okay? All right? So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, So this step here breaks a lot of conventionality. Conventionally, we were going to step with the front foot first. But this one here, the rear foot moves, and kind of scoots us in, okay? So another 5, ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so in context of the combination we're using, 1, 2, I shuffle in with that hook, okay? All right, so 1, 2, I shuffle with the hook. And going off the cross, see my shoulders turn. It's easy for me to unturn and get that shuffle step in, okay? All right, so let's just try that together first, okay? 1, 2, shuffle, hook and cross, Again, 1, 2, shuffle, hook, cross. Good, try that again. 1, 2, shuffle the hook and cross. Again, 1, 2, shuffle the hook and cross. Again, 1, 2, shuffle the hook, cross. Again, 1, 2, shuffle the hook and cross. Good. So now the same drill, guys. I want you to go use, visualize, shadow box. When you do the combination now, 1, 2, shuffle the feet as you throw the left hook. Boom, boom, bang, bang, okay? All right, take your time. Visualize, all right, hands up, good. Work any combination. Jab, cross. You can even throw kicks if you want. Boom, But when you do the combination, go jab, cross, shuffle step on the hook and cross. Okay, get both feet moving. Keep both feet alive, shuffle in. Bridge that distance because you know that hook is a shorter punch. Bop, bop, good. Good, again, ish, 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 good, Use your techniques, find the range, there you go, use any punches. All right, left hook, right cross, anything you want. But as you come in, boom, shuffle both feet on that hook. Bop, bop, good. Good, keep going, good. Hand up, good. Use rhythm, bop. You can kick too. You can work your defense too, bop. Boom, Anything you want, let it flow. Learn your body. Learn your balance. Learn your distance. All right, learn your own, feel your own physical motion so you're aware of your body. Okay, all right. If it doesn't feel natural to you, try to do it until it feels natural. It's be no different than getting on a bicycle, getting on your skateboard. Good. Now try it again. Now we're going to speed up the tempo. All right, so tempo up, hey. Good, speed up the tempo. Good, shuffle that step, okay? All right, good stuff, good stuff. All right, let's go to the next movement here. So on that hook again, we shuffled forward on that hook, okay? All right, so here, 1, 2, I shuffle forward on that hook, okay? So now we can also shuffle and create a slight angle. So here at 1, 2, I shuffle, but as I shuffle here, I come forward, but the rear foot moves out, okay? All right, so we'll look at it against the grid here. All right. So last one we did, okay? All right, we were here against the grid. We went 1, 2, we shuffled in, we threw the cross, okay? Watch again, look at my foot. 1, 2, I shuffled in, I threw the cross, okay? So now as I shuffle in, 1, 2, this foot is going to come to the outside of the box. The rear foot is going to swing out, bop, bop. All right, so now I'm in line with the side of the box. I get outside, I move my head and my body out of alignment. Okay, once again, watching the box here, jab, cross, I shuffle step. Okay, all right, now I'm outside the box. Okay, so let's try that together, okay? All right, so here, 1, 2, shuffle out as you throw the hook. Boom, all right? Okay, again, 1, 2, good. And you can see, you can use that hook to pendulum your body across, okay? All right, so here I'm finding this opponent here, bop, bop, I pendulum out, okay? All right, so let's try that together, okay? All right, just use this for reference here. Okay, so here, 1, 2, boom, boom. Okay, all right. Let's try that, guys. Okay, all right. Together, okay. Ready? 1, 1, 2, shuffle out, cross. Good. Small step. You don't need a lot. Okay. All right. 2, 1, 2, shuffle out, cross. Good. Again, 3, 1, 2, shuffle out, cross. Good. 4, 1, 2, shuffle out, good. And 5, 1, 2, shuffle out, boom, 6, 1, 2, shuffle out, boom, 7, 1, 2, shuffle out, boom, 8, bop, bop, boom, and 9, boom, boom, bop, bop, and 10, 1, 2, boom, good, So again, this will go for a minute, shadow box for a minute, using that combination, all right? When you use the combo, shuffle out, boom, on the hook, throw your body out of alignment. All right, throw your body out of alignment, okay? All right, go guys, relax, visualize, throw any technique, offense or defense, but when you throw the combination, 1, 2, shuffle out in an angle, okay? Shuffle out to the left, bop, bop, boom, create that small angle. Good. Bop, bop, boom, good. Again, ish, ish, yeah, good. Good. Bop, bop, ish, ish, good. Use your technique, use your balance. Ish, ish, ish. Okay, bop, 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 good. All right, again, ish, 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 good, All right, one more, bop, 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 good. We're gonna do it one more time, but I wanna explain something here, okay? So in this position here, when I use the 1-2, I shuffle out and cross here. I move my body out and forward, okay? So if I'm the opponent, if I'm fighting, I use this technique. I hook out, I throw the cross, okay? If I'm defending here, the person strikes, he shuffles out, he throws the hook and he throws the cross. But he's very close. Very easy for me to drive that knee inside him, or drive the body kick, right body kick, or the leg kick on him. So when you use this technique, can't relax afterwards. Boom, boom, you move out, bang, okay? You're open here, you're open here, you're open because you brought yourself closer to the power side if you're fighting an orthodox opponent. So when you go and do this technique, boom, you're either going to go for something else, reposition yourself, strike again. But what we don't want to do, bop, bop, hit, bang, relax, and think nothing's going to happen. Things will happen. If you're a smart fighter, you just put yourself closer to his power side, okay? So just do a few more, make sure your body is aware, bop, bop, that you do have to continue your movement. Don't die in this position, okay? You brought yourself closer to the power side, okay? Good, even brought yourself closer. For his cross too, all right? So if your guard is not good, all right, if you did that, boom, and you relax, boom, cross goes to your face, okay? All right, so be aware when you use this. When you circle out to the power side, never be relaxed, okay? Always be in balance. Always be in check here, okay? All right, good, okay? All right, get a little bit of water. We'll go through the next movement, okay? Just get 30 seconds. So now we know several movements here on the hook, okay? We know dragging that hook or just turning on that hook, okay? All right? We know stepping on that hook, okay? We know stepping on that hook, okay? We know shuffling in on that hook, okay? And then we know shuffling out on that hook. Boom, all right? We know different methods here, okay? So also we can use the same step that we did, stepping forward, but stepping out a little bit to the left, okay? So using our grid here again, okay? Here, 1, 2, step in, cross, okay? 1, 2, step in, And what that does is it positions ourselves outside the line if our opponent is shelling up, okay? So here they're shelling up here, all right? It just allows you to try to get that hook in just a little bit tighter. Okay, through the guard, all right? And center up on that cross, okay? So we'll try that now. 1, 2, step out just slightly to the left, not very big, okay? So imagine the box again. Your opponent's stance is squared up with you on the box, okay? All right? So 1, 2, step out, boom, and cross, okay? All right, again, 1, 2, step out, boom, cross, small step, okay? Ish, ish, bop, good. Good. And so now you notice here when I do the technique, I step out here, and this foot just drags a little bit to give me good balance and positioning. If I don't drag, my stance is too wide, I'm off balance, okay? So again, 1, 2, bop, bop, good. Again, 1, 2, step out, throw the cross, slide the rear foot just a little bit, okay? Okay, bop, bop, ish, good. Again, all right. 1, 2, step out a little bit. Step outside the box, okay? All right. So go ahead and try it, guys. Just shadow box. Once again, visualize, okay? Visualize. Bop, bop, step out. Good. Small step. Coming forward diagonally. Boom, boom. Good. Ish, 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 good. Bop, bop, bop. Good. Put yourself out of alignment, okay? All right, and the same thing, once you step out here, you draw yourself a little bit closer to the power side of your opponent. So don't relax there. Find your balance. Boom, bop, bop. Find that you still need to continue to strike or be ready to defend. Know something's gonna happen, okay? All right? Good, good. There you go. Bop, 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 good. Good, Don't relax, again, bop, bop, step out, boom, cross, okay? Good, Again, bop, bop, boom, boom, good, all right? Just a few more, okay, all right? Shadow, boom, Visualize, don't stare at the floor. Visualize somebody, okay? Visualize somebody you're fighting, okay? Your wife, your ex-husband, whoever it is, okay, all right? All right, bop, bop. Your nemesis at the gym, all right? The person that swept you off your feet, all right? And you told no sweeps, all right? All right, visualize that person. Boom, boom. Visualize different heights. You're fighting different people, okay? All right? So now we have that movement down, okay? All right? Now, normally I ask you guys to be ready, all right? Because when you shift out a little bit, okay? To be ready. Most likely, when you throw this combination, step out, cross, the opponent may not strike, but he will try to readjust his stance. So when you throw the 1-2, step out a little bit, hook, cross combination, he's gonna shell up or he's gonna defend. Once you move out a little bit to the left, here, he's gonna try to reposition, okay? So normally he may not strike right away, but the problem is that if he feels you don't have power, okay? So here you use this combination, you're pity-patting with this combination here. He feels you don't have power. He's gonna stay and eat it, boom, and try to throw something right away. If you have heat on that combination, all right? You throw this 1-2 step up hook cross, you feel he has heat on that combination, he's gonna tense up tight, shell up tight, okay? He's not forced, he's not ready to strike because he's tense up. He will reposition. Okay, so you have that going with you. But only note, if you throw it with heat, you have to throw it with heat, okay? To make them really clam up, okay? Clam up, when people clam up, boom, they're tight here, they're not ready to strike. They will reposition with you, so they won't get the counter strike, okay? But if you pity patter, bop, 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 he feels you got no heat on that, boom, he'll come right away, bang, get that cross right away. He'll eat it, okay? Because he feels you don't have power, he's gonna throw that combination, or the counter, right away, okay? All right, the next move we're gonna do is a little bit different, okay? We're gonna do a drag hook now, okay? So here, using the 1-2 again, all right? This time when I hook, we've been moving out to the left, okay? But now we're gonna move out to the right. We're gonna move our rear foot, okay? So here I go 1-2, and I drag that hook across, boom, okay? I move my head out of alignment, I step diagonally forward, okay? All right? So it goes slow, jab, cross, I step forward, my right foot diagonally forward. I drag that hook, okay? All right? Let's just stay in that position first, okay? All right? So before our head was moving out this way, now our head is moving out this way, okay? All right? Because you're dragging this hook now, this hook needs to be a little bit wider, okay, to reach the target here. So here I'm fighting my dummy here. I hit 1-2, I throw the short hook, I'll never reach him, okay? 1-2, I step forward, I throw it a little bit wider so I can drag that hook, okay? And reach the outside of his face because I'm trying to hit his right side here, but I'm stepping out to my right. So if I throw it too short, it won't hit. I gotta be able to drag that hook a little bit wider, okay? Let's try that, guys, okay? All right, so 1-2, step and drag that hook, okay? Your body weight should be dragging that hook with your shoulders. There you go, okay? 1-2, drag that hook, good. Again, 1-2, drag that hook, good. And one more, 1-2, drag the hook, okay? So from this position here, after I drag the hook, I'm gonna throw the cross. But if I don't move my feet, see my stance is parallel and I don't have my driving weight forward. So for me to throw the cross now, I drag the hook and this left foot just kind of just slides in and forward. All right, and it gives me back to my orthodox position, and it gives me driving weight behind the cross, okay? So let's do that slow. 1, 2, I drag the hook, boom, bang, okay? And see, if I drag my hook here and I bring my foot with me, easy for me to go and slide forward, okay? So 1, 2, drag the hook, slide the foot, throw the cross, step forward on the left foot, Good, Now we're creating an angle to the right, okay? Ready, 1, 2, drag hook, cross, there you go, good. Again, 1, 2, drag hook, cross, good. Again, 1, 2, drag hook, cross, good. Again, 1, 2, drag the hook, slide the feet, cross. There you go, good. Again, bop, bop, I drag the hook, boom, throw the cross, good. Make sure good rotation on those shoulders, okay guys? Bop, bop, drag the hook, cross, there you go, good. Again, bop, bop, drag the hook, cross, good, So go ahead and now I want you guys to shadow box, okay, using 5 different movements that you know. All right, movement number 1, just twist. Movement number 2, step forward. Movement number 3, shuffle forward. Movement number 4, angle out. Movement number 5, step out. And movement number 6, all right, oops, sorry. Movement number 6, drag the hook, okay, boom, okay. So sorry, 6 movements you already know. So shadow box, okay, use those different type of footworks, okay. All right. Boom, bop, 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 If you want to do them together, we can do them together. All right. First one, just twist. 1, 2, hook, cross. Good. Again, 1, 2, just twist. Boom, boom. Second one, step forward. 1, 2, step forward, cross. Step forward, left foot. 1, 2, step forward, cross. Good. Now we're gonna shuffle. Okay. 1, 2, shuffle, cross. Okay. All right, again, 1, 2, shuffle, cross, good. Again, 1, 2, shuffle, cross, good. Now we're gonna shuffle and shuffle to the left and cross, okay? All right, 1, 2, shuffle to the left, boom, and cross. Okay, 1, 2, shuffle to the left, cross, good. Again, 1, 2, shuffle left and cross, good. Now we're gonna step to the left. 1, 2, step left, cross, okay? Step a little bit out to the left, out to the foot line. Boom, boom, step out, boom, 1, 2, step out, cross, good. And then the last one, okay? 1, 2, drag that hook, cross, good. Again, 1, 2, drag the hook, cross, good. And again, 1, 2, drag the hook, cross, good, Again, 1, 2, drag the hook, cross, good. One more. 1, 2, oops, sorry. 1, 2, drag the hook and cross, okay, all right? So let's get a little bit of water. Let's explore a few more things, okay? Get a little bit of water. Alright, good stuff. So now you know there's different movements you can position yourself. Use the hook to position yourself in different alignments of your body. Whether you want to be straight in, straight out, angle left, angle right. You have different techniques, okay? And you know some of the drawbacks between the techniques. If you move out, sometimes you're moving to the power side. You're moving to the power side, you better throw some heat so they clam up. Okay, alright. So we can use different types of hooks too, okay? Alright. So we talked about basically we're using our palm down on this hook, okay? Our preferred method on the hook, okay? So let's use a vertical hook, okay? All right. So you know the vertical hook itself, the drawbacks on the vertical hook, it's harder to change the alignment or the trajectory of the punch, okay? All right. It's harder to roll the shoulder into the cheek, okay? All right. So there's many, you know, there's many different, you don't get the same shoulder torque as you can, okay? It feels better on the heavy bag because again, it's the width of the heavy bag is wider than the head, okay? But let's throw this hook, okay? And we're gonna throw it as a chopping hook here. It's gonna be a short hook, okay? So many times here in Muay Thai, if we're gonna throw a short hook, many times we're gonna throw the elbow instead. Why would we do that? Because the fist has a glove on it, okay? The elbow is no glove, it's just a bone, all right? So normally sometimes when we wanna throw that short hook, we would throw the elbow instead, okay? But the problem sometimes is that when your opponent is in shell position here, he's shelled up, okay? All right? So my opponent is shelled up here, his arm is here. When I throw the elbow, it's gonna hit his forearm. It's gonna hit this arm here because he's shelled up, okay? And that's why sometimes we wanna throw that chopping hook. We throw that chopping hook to get inside that pocket here, okay? When he's shelled up, all right? The elbow is gonna hit this arm. All right, the fist is gonna come around and get that target here. So we wanna throw that short chopping hook, all right? The danger on this hook, okay, all right, is that you're so close when you throw this. So if you throw this hook and you're wild with it and your arms are flailing, you're so open for uppercut, knee, you're so open to be elbow back. So when we throw this chopping hook here, we gotta come back and retract right away to go back in good shell position. All right, I hook here, boom, short chopping hook here. Everything is open on me. Everything is open on me, okay? So we're gonna throw that left chopping hook. And I need you to visualize, okay? Somebody in front of you in shell position here. You worked in, 1, 2, he doesn't retreat. Bam, you throw that short hook on him, okay? All right, so let's try that together, all right? Ish, 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 good, really drag that hook, drag that shoulder in there, okay? All right, again, 1, 2, chop, chop hard, get back in position, okay? Again, bop, bop, ish, yeah, good, Again, bop, bop, ish, good, Again, bop, bop, ish, good. Again, 1, 2, short chop hook, okay? Short chop, try to bring the shoulder high if you can, okay? All right, again, ish, 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 good, Again, chop, bop, bop, chop, good. Again, bop, bop, chop, okay, good. So now you know when you throw this chopping hook here, bop, bop, I chopped in tight, right? I'm so close. Hard for me to throw the cross here, all right? If you throw the chopping hook and you're that close, try to drive up the center with an elbow, okay? Because here you throw that technique here. 1, 2, I shell up. You throw the chopping hook here. All right, instinctually I may move out my hand a little bit, okay? But it's not enough for you to get the cross in, or you're too close for the cross. Obviously you can throw a short cross, that's a whole different subject, okay? But for now here, boom, throw that up elbow in, okay? All right, so here we go, 1, 2, short, boom, Again, 1, 2, short hook, bop, up elbow, okay? 1, 2, short elbow, bop, good. Again, 1, 2, chop hook, boom, good. One more, 1, 2, chop hook, boom. Again, 1, 2, short hook, boom, good. You know from this position, you have hand control now. You can control the hands, you can further elbow, or you can go into clinch, okay? All right? So we know we have that chop hook to get inside where the elbow, all right, it's not gonna work, okay? All right? So now let's do the same thing now. We use that chop hook as a check hook now, okay? The check hook is used different ways here. We talked about throwing heat and power from the check hook, okay? We talked about throwing it, all right? The elbow doesn't get past the guard. Somebody's asking why, how does, oh, for the right elbow, okay? So here, you throw 1, 2, you check hook. I'm the opponent, okay? All right, that check hook hits me here. My guard is open. Usually in round 2, the forearm of your opponent is already sweaty. You're already sweaty. So for you to come straight up through the elbow here, okay, you can split the guard easy, okay? All right? So that's how the elbow will drive through, all right? If you check hook hard enough, this hand, he may want to turn out or move this hand out a little bit. Okay, because you've hit him with that short chopping hook, okay? And so you drive that right elbow in, all right? So second one is check hook, okay? Check hook, we talk about hook throwing power, okay? Check hook, you don't necessarily want to throw power. What you want to do is try to position the person's hand or position yourself on the body. So here I go 1, 2, okay? I check hook. I may not, almost like using my, put my hand vertical. And I want to control either his hand here, okay? I can either pull the hand down as I check hook, okay? So he's here, okay? Oh, sorry. So you're here, 1, 2, you throw that check hook, okay? All right? That opponent shells, you throw that check hook, you can pull that hand down or pull the guard over, okay? All right? You pull it, he may want to commit back, whatever it is. The ideal is not try to hit him, but try to manipulate that hand of his, okay? All right? So let's do one very simple. 1, 2, we're gonna check hook. As we check hook, we're gonna imagine just pulling the hand down, okay? But don't pull it down like this, okay? Because yours is open, okay? Almost like a windshield wiper, bang, bang, okay? All right? So you 1, 2, check hook, all right? Pulling the hand down forward like a windshield wiper, still keeping that bend, and throwing that cross, okay? All right, so again, 1, 2, bop, bop, good. Check hook, okay? Again, 1, 2, bop, bop, good, Again, 1, 2, pull that hand, boom, All right, again, 1, 2, check hook, boom, 1, 2, check hook, boom, good, good. The check hook too, you can see how he reacts to it, all right? So here you throw the 1, 2, check hook here, all right? He may shove up a little bit, okay? What's that mean here? His leg is going to be, all the weight's on his front foot, okay? He may not react at all right? You know, he may, all right? You may be able to pull the hand down, okay? He may throw a punch and you check hook, you parry that hand. Okay, so you can see different situations on that check hook, okay? All right? The second way to check hook is to actually reposition yourself here, okay? So here earlier, we used the check hook here. 1, 2, I check hook this hand here, all right? I threw, if I'm close enough, I threw the check hook here, okay? I see what techniques I can use on him, okay? But now I can use the check hook this time and reposition myself, okay? So I'm not trying to push him. I do a little bit of weight to push him a little bit, but I also push myself out of alignment, okay? Boom, So you use that check hook, all right? Not meant to cause damage, to reposition yourself. Tie up this right hand that he has, okay? All right? So boom, boom, check hook, cross, knee, kick, whatever, okay? So this time, use the check hook now. Boom, boom, reposition yourself, okay? See what target you have next, okay? So again, 1, 2, check hook, bang, good, 1, 2, check hook, boom, you can throw the cross. 1, 2, check hook, man, chop his thigh, he has too much weight on there, okay? Different techniques you can use on a check hook, all right? Boom, bop, good. Good, especially in kickboxing, all right? You can mix hard and soft. Hard, 1, 2, bang. Check hook soft, bang, good. Drive to the leg, okay? All right? So you can use different techniques, mix hard and soft with it, okay? All right? Don't overcommit on the check hook. Overcommit, you miss, you throw yourself off balance, okay? Really use it to reposition yourself. Bop, check hook, bang, Good, All right, one more. Bop, bop, good. Good. Okay, so we're running out of time. We're gonna go through one more technique, okay? All right. We're gonna do a lean hook, okay? Or a pullback hook, okay? All right. So a lot of times here, when you're punching, we talked about moving forward. We talked about moving out to the angle. We talked about stepping out to the right, okay? But you can also use the hook when someone's driving you forward, driving you back, all right? So you throw your combination, all right? He's driving you back, okay? Whatever technique. So now you go 1, 2, you're gonna drop this rear foot now. As you drop the rear foot, you're gonna overhook and drag that hook down, okay, as you're going backwards, okay? So he's here, and a lot of times when you see people, when they're fighting, and they think they can get you in a clinch, they overreach on the clinch. Overreaching on the clinch is the perfect time for you to drag that hook back, lean back hook, drag it palm down so you get that arc over his hands, over his Frankenstein hands, okay? Otherwise you go sideways here, you're just gonna hit the shoulder, all right? So we'll try that, okay? So 1, 2, as the cross comes back, drop the rear foot, all right, over hook, drag the hook back, lean back hook, okay? So 1, 2, bop, boom, Good, again, 1, 2, bop, boom, All right, again, 1, 2, right foot drops back, boom, and cross, bang, good. Again, 1, 2, bop, bop, good. Drag back, visualize him coming forward, boom. Drag that hook, bang, and throw the cross. Don't overcommit. Don't overcommit on that hook. You're just exposing your backside to them. Okay, boom, boom, bop, good. And as you step back, you have many options here. Boom, kick, bang. Okay, drag hook here, boom, walk knee, ish, You can even drag hook here, bang, throw the uppercut, throw the cross, okay? Many different techniques that you have that you can follow up with using this technique, going back. Even if you don't hit him, you're throwing enough technique to tie him up, okay? So he doesn't think it's a free ride when he comes in or when he tries to clinch. There's a price to pay, or there's a movement to pay, okay? All right? Later we can go on as we explore elbows again, how we can use the check hook to strike with the elbow, okay? We can also explore different ways as we pull back and hook. You can pull like a matador. Instead of dropping the foot straight back, you can arc backwards, okay? All right? Or arc to the side here, all right? Many more things, okay? But usually because it's reactionary, you're gonna pull back. Normally, you guys notice when you guys are fighting, when someone comes in, instinctually you're going to move back. The second movement, you're going to turn. Okay? All right? Unless you're so aware that that's what you're going to do. Usually, when they drive forward, you are going to drop back. Okay? And that's why this is a good fundamental to drop back on that hook. All right? Drag the hook, throw the cross. Okay? Later, if you drop back, boom, boom, you can use different combinations in conjunction. Okay? All right? So let's just review very quickly, okay? All right? So we have our classic hook, okay? Which is throwing palm down, shoulder high. We know we can change the trajectory of the punch, all right, with the palm down, okay? All right? We know we have drag here, boom, drag. We know we have step, okay? Boom, boom, step, good. Good. We know we have our little sliding shuffle step. Okay, bop, bop, both feet slide, We know we can shuffle out to the left, boom, We know we can step out to the left, boom. We know we can drag out to the right, bang, good. We know we can use the check chopping hook, shorter hook, okay, when you're closer, boom, all right. Even slapping it, and we have the arc of that, so we have a good chance of hitting, even behind the guard here. Okay, and then we have our step back, our lean back hook or drag hook backwards, boom, dragging backwards, boom, And we know we have variations of that. We can matador step out to the left, matador step out to the right. Okay, many different movements that you have. So when you guys train, please be aware there's many different ways. Remember, the important thing is that the hook is going to be shorter than your punches. So when you start working with people on pad work or whatever, and they're going 1, 2, hook, cross, and the hook is way out here, it's really not a good position to be. Really try to get them to hold the mitts as close to their face as possible. Obviously don't want to punch them in the face, but have the good angle on that so that you're not throwing 1, 2. This hook never reaches. The cross reaches, you know. We don't want to do that. If this hook is not going to reach, better off using the check hook. Okay? To strike. It's not going to reach. Alright? Alright, that's it for today, guys. I'll see you guys at 9 a.m. on Monday. Alright? Good work, guys. Okay? Alright? We do our Y. Alright? Sawadee Kap. Alright, guys. See you next time. Okay? Alright? Cheers.